river amidst the mud and muck and mire, I slapped myself and got down to asking questions. Hard questions. Maybe too hard. Block hard. Sometimes trying to ask a blockhead questions is the same as trying to ask a block questions. A block without a head. A headless block.
Hey, mister, you're gonna do scaring away of all of the cricket that I'm listening to with all the racket you're making doing it.
Sorry about that. I was just wondering if I could ask you a question.
I don't want you answering questions.
Do you recognize the girl in this picture here? Have you seen this girl before?
Like she kind of looked like maybe someone that I maybe did see and maybe I didn't see her maybe because I can say that I recognize her a little bit, but I ain't certain.
Okay,
I can't be making sure that I'm certain for sure.
If you did see her, where do you think it may have been?
I just told you I don't want to do talking. I'm listening to crickets, and I'd like to hear them, and you're making them upset, and you're making me a little bit working on my nerves, and because you scared them all quiet when you come down through the trees like doing that you did when you're stepping and walking.
Don't talk to this guy.
This is a friend of yours?
This guy come out of the trees, but he was a street man. He come from the road.
The new punk was dressed in mud-caked rags and alligator leather and snakeskin, as though he was composed of the very river that he lived on. He had an eagle feather stuck in his pork pie hat and the head of a cottonmouth held around his neck by a piece of twine.
Shut up and stop talking to him. Don't talk to this guy.
He did make me do talking with using words when he scared away all my crickets.
You know, who the hell are you? You really put your foot in it coming on down here, you know. You don't belong down here, folks like you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna put my foot in something if you don't mind your manners.
Yeah, like your mouth.
Or your shoe.
I was thinking more like maybe your face.
Mister, my face could bite your foot clean off.
And eat it, too.
I looked at the fire.
There's only one way I like City Boy. Well done.
I like to cook them over the medium heat in a stock pot and then render the fat and then put butter and onion and cook it till it's transparent and then add okra and tomatoes and garlic and lemon and bring it to a boil and add boiling water and salt and Tabasco and Worcestershire sauce and then simmer it and cover it and blend some butter and the flour, and I add stew and little at a time, stirring constantly, and then it thickens and I stir in the person meat and I serve it with boiled rice.
Now that's good eating. Of course, this City Boy's feet look a little flat. They look like they're a little tough. They need some tenderizing. What are you, flat-footed copper?
Are you a copper?
No, stupid.
Then that makes two of us.
Two of us stupid or two of us not coppers?
No and then yes, with an exception to the first as regards you.
You calling me stupid?
I'm not calling you anything.
Good. Well, if you need to call me anything, call me Dingbat.
A muskrat named Dingbat, huh?
A river rat named Dingbat.
Fancy that.
Fancy this.
Whoa. Fancy that, too. He showed me a knife. It came out of the darkness and into his hand. The blade talked louder than his wild eyes, snatching the moonlight and dispersing it into the black like some miniature lighthouse of death. That's pretty fancy, all right.
Sure. So now that I got my handy little talking stick here, I'll ask the questions. What do they call you?
Me? Oh, I'm Mr. Person.
Yeah, right.
He looked me over long and
I
hard,
don't
the
think
knife
so.
circling in his hand as if by its own motivation, sizing me up, encompassing the potential for my body to envelop it in flesh and blood, as if the only thing that could quench the moonlight that had danced in the air was my body.
No, you ain't.
How would you know?
Because I done work for that person.
Really?
What do you know about him?
I work for him. I represent him. We're looking for a girl.
Doesn't he have enough dames already?
Does he?
Supposing I don't know as I want to talk about it.
That's fine. That's just fine. I reached into my jacket.
Hey, slow down there, Bubba Thugs.
Hey, take it easy. I'm just going for a bottle. I feel a little dry. You care for a taste?
Oh, well, now that you mention, I kind of feel a little bit like I don't want to say yes to you, and I don't want to say no to you. I just want to kiss you.
He grabbed my head between his hands and planted a sloppy wet one right on my lips.
My knives is shot. A little fire wouldn't hurt to pop the bounce back in my chip. What do you got there, buddy?
Just a little white lightning.
Hey! This night is turning out to be not so bad after all. Send me a dream, mister.
He spun on his heels and slammed his knife into a tree. The Spanish moss fell over him like the hair of some violent she-hag, and I saw the joyous misery in the back of his eyes shine through, as sinister as the gaze of a cottonmouth hopped up on Robitussin.
It's a right fine beauty of a night to be spank. It's a right fine night to be a punk. Shoot me to the moon, Ma. Moonshine me to the moon. Moonshine me to the moon, mammy. Boom. Oops, I guess I scared up the coyotes.
Don't they do the sounding most beautiful?
Boy, the moon is getting bright, and I'm getting bright right alongside her. Fly me to the moon, Ma. Now there's some juice for you. That'll grow some hair on your chest, if you know what I mean.
Sure I do.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure, make a man out of you.
No, mister. Make a dog out of you. Yeah, I've been in the lurch ever since I was a little boy.
Poor baby.
My brain is jumpy, and that's a fact. I'll never know when I'm gonna crack. Life's a flea circus, that's for sure. I runs away when I'm but 12 years of age, and look, where does it land me? But right smack in the middle of the river.
Kaplunk.
So comes the river rats, and they can't pick me up in their arms, and the rest is history. I mean to say, the rest is misery. A life in mud. Such is the way of the world. Yet then on a night like this comes along a bottle with this rot gut, and all is just lovely.
Yeah, all's just lovely. Now let's get down to business. Have you seen the girl in this picture here?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Quit biting your tongue or I'll bite it for you.
I'd like that fine. I ain't stalling honest. I recognize this. Sure I do. I think I does. But mayhaps I disremember. The girl I remember was no platinum as that. No, not even blonde. She was a brunette. A white pretty one at that. Like the chick in the picture, but with glasses. And her clothes wasn't so opulent as all that. Not at all, see? She was in a shaggy costume, and her hairs was not so short as that in the picture. I can't be certain at all.
Well, the girl you're describing, who was she with?
Supposing that I can't recollect his name.
Supposing I take my bottle back.
Okay. She was on a boat with Bobby Doo-Wop.
Bobby Doo-Wop?
I ain't seen him since then, come to think of it. She was a nervous sort of a girl.
So Bobby
Doo-Wop, a bop, a bing, bang, dang, bang, blap.
Bobby Doo-Wop was driving the boat?
Sure, she paid him 200 greenbacks.
200 simoleons, that's a lot of clams.
200 berries, sheesh, that is a lot of bones.
Who else was she with?
No one.
Wasn't with anyone else at all?
Nobody.
There was no one there?
Nope, just that girl and Bobby Doo-Wop.
A bop bam bing?
Yep.
Ever hear of a guy named Johnny Galwa?
Nope.
Or Johnny Gollywog?
Nope. Say, what was the last time you saw Mr. Poison anyway? What's he doing these days, or should I say, who's he doing? Wasn't the last time you seen him?
Why, just last night I was with him at Vampire World.
Balls, Mr. Poison's been in St. Louis for the past week. I knew you was a liar. I knowed it all along.
Hey, come on. Now listen.
Balls, you and the blade is gonna have a nice acquaintance, I think.
He lost his noodle and danced the knife through the air at my face.
Shake him down.
Okay, no problem.
Mess him up in his face.
Oh.
Kick him good.
He clocked me one good and solid. I saw stars. They ricocheted through my head and blasted me all the way up to La La Land, over the rainbow where the flowers sing and dance and the lightning strikes white and bright and the moon shines up to rot your gut and dazzle your guts with a hideous glamour in the guise of an oily silver balloon. Then I descended down into the pop of my skull, and the moon was my head and the glow was you.